Hello, church. We are looking at Matthew chapter 26 today for our daily Bible reading. Word of the day is memory. Last few chapters have been looking more towards the future of Christ's second coming. What's it going to be like for those who are ready, for those who are not ready? What is going to be the reward? What is going to be the punishment? But here in chapter 26, a shift happens. As Jesus is describing his coming execution by the Romans and the Jewish authorities, he tells us to look back, to have memories of the past. And so we see that here in verse 13, where Jesus has a woman wash his feet, and he says in using very costly ointment in preparation for his burial. And what does it say about her faith and what she does here? In verse 13 it says this: "Truly I say to you, wherever this gospel is proclaimed the whole world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her." So it's interesting, while it's looking forward that once again, as the gospel spreads around this world, the fact that this lady sacrificed, gave something very costly, humbled herself, some would say humiliating herself, by washing Jesus' feet and anointing him with this very expensive ointment. But because of her action, as the gospel goes around, there's going to be a memory of her and her love and her devotion and her sacrifice for Christ. Then as it continues to go on, Jesus celebrates the Passover with his disciples, which is taking another element and telling them as they do this, as they remember the fact that Christ's body must be broken, his blood must be shed, is something that we look back to for the hope of our salvation. We know our salvation is secured by what Christ did, and so we can look back and have a memory of it with a physical, tangible eating experience, reminding ourselves of what Christ has done. But in that, once again, looking back to the future, he tells us that as we do this, looking backwards at what Christ has done, we also look forward to when we are able to eat at the supper of the feast of the bridegroom, of when Christ restores everything for eternity. And so as much as we look backwards, we can see how it's all been paid for, and we can look forward to the final reward when Christ comes back. So cherish those memories of how you've seen God work in your life. Cherish the memories of how the fact you know you've been saved, if you are saved, and look forward to the reward through what Christ has done. All right, church, have a great day.